Yasu Malagedo. I stole that bell. It's a long story. Actually, it's a short story. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, Part 6, 7.
0 people like you. Hey, send out 500 likes and you get 0 back.
Dating apps are not in the business of helping you find love. They're in the business of making
6, 7, 6, 7. Yeah, I know. Shut up.
money.
No matter what Hinge says, they definitely categorize people as hot and ugly, and I inevitably always end up in the ugly bucket.
A perfect example of this that we saw just a few days ago was Tinder announcing a height filter. So he has a picture of himself photoshopped in Times Square. I don't even know what to say. If that doesn't convince you to get off the apps, then I just don't know what will. Dating apps haven't always sucked. When Tinder was released in 2012, people were actually finding success. Dating apps became popular because they gave you a way to date even when you had a busy schedule. You could swipe in your free time and potentially have a date ready by the weekend. But the biggest reason that dating apps took off and became what they are today is because they worked. People were going on dates, they were meeting potential partners, they were getting engaged, and they were getting married. We saw thousands of success stories coming from Tinder and coming from Hinge until one critical moment. Match Group acquires Tinder in 2017 and Hinge in 2018.
And now we're all screwed in 2025. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes, let's be honest with ourselves. Oh, I've said it before and I will say it multiple times. After the odds of you finding an actual date, a good date, someone you can date for years and years on end online, someone you can depend on, someone you won't start to go out with in the beginning and they're still cheating on you. They're still on the app. There's never that conversation. Well, are you on the app still? No. Are you on the app? You could be lying. You could be telling the truth. Either way, you still want something better. And that's the problem with today's generation, ladies and gentlemen. My generation, we got rejected, or at least I got rejected multiple times, one after another, after another, after another. And it was a thing called high school. But the point is, in today's generation, you can just go online, see what's out there. If you don't like it, cool. Tell them to fuck off, ghost them, be a psycho. Don't even face your fears. Don't even bother being a man or woman. Just go about your business and just move on. And with all these companies buying each other out, it's, fake profiles out there, I've said this before and I will say probably in the next 5 minutes. I know there's no palm trees in Toronto. But the point is, what else are we going to do? Well, you could do a lot of other things. You can get a hobby. You can, what's it called? We used to do it all the time back in the day. Because a lot of people had no choice in the 50s. Be faithful. So it really depends on you. But as a great man once said, the great Chris Rock, a man is as faithful as his options. Now, I remember when he told that joke, all the women were like, and all the men were like, shh, come on, easy, shh, come on, Chris, please. But at the same time, it works for women too. I mean, everybody is as faithful as their options. I'm not saying that someone can't be faithful. But online dating has just made it that much more easier, to go out there, see what's out there. And it's like the woman said, you could plan something today, go online today and plan literally your whole weekend out, with multiple people if you wanted to, if that's your thing. If you don't want to be monogamous, that's up to you. Have some good times and that's it. But yeah, it's it sucks. It really does. I mean, it's that mentality that makes me want to do this podcast even more. So, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we just get right into it? Let's talk about some of the profiles I come across. I mean, like even this one person I talked to, and and again, like I said, you can just erase someone from your life like that, ghost them. Which again, I will say this, to the day I die. If you ghost someone, I don't care if you're 20 or 90, you're a psychopath. Okay? Face your fears. Tell the person, I'm not interested. I don't like you. Just because I didn't get my way, that doesn't mean I get to save face and block you for, the rest of my life. Tell the person off. I remember when people, back in the day, I would go up to a woman and, she would just, even before I said anything, she would just look at me and go, buddy, fuck off. Right to my face. People would be around. Nobody cared except my feelings. But the point is, I ate through that. And then I lost weight. And then it's, I'm going through this shit again in 2025 with beautiful online dating with the episode 67. 67. I'm a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, 67. I haven't watched one fucking game this year. And I'm not going to. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck. Okay? It doesn't matter. Until they hit the playoffs, it means nothing. Okay? We got Matthews as the captain. What the fuck are we thinking? The point is, also a shout out to Stoles, the goalie there, for calling out our players. Thank you. It's exactly what we need here. But enough about the loser Leafs. Let's talk about the losers online here. That includes me. Don't worry. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, just try to be nice. I always say that, but a lot of people don't care. A lot of people just, they go about their business and, like I said, I mean, they treat people online like objects. And let's not forget that there's other people on the other side of that screen, actual people that want to find somebody. So before you take out your insecurities, and whatever your stepfather did to you on the next person, just, think about, is this how I want to be treated? It's cheesy. I know, but it's true. So yeah, like I said before, I was talking to this one person here, and I said, why don't we talk? Why don't we talk on the phone like we did in the 90s? And you know what she did? She blocked me. Boom. Just like that. That's it. And a lot of times when someone like blocks you, because, I think we've all experienced this where we're not sure if a person has blocked us 100%, but like when you call them, like actually call them, like we did 93, like it just goes straight to voicemail, and the person blocked you. Do I still leave a voicemail out of spite? The point is, just tell the person off. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Try to do it in a nice way if you can. If you can't, then, whatever. I get it. The frustration builds up, and, a lot of people feel they got to take it on the next person. My ex fucked me, so I got to fuck over the next person. And you know what? Be the bigger person. Try to be. And listen, I'm no, Saint LaRue either. What? And I try to, practice what I preach. Sometimes, it's not easy to be rejected. It really isn't. When you look like me, you kind of get used to it. But the point is, you have to, somehow just, you gotta get over it. So, what's this next one? A woman took a picture with her cat covering her face with different eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I make notes and I don't even know what I'm even talking about here. But the point is, yes, again, if you could take a clear picture of yourself, like just you, like what you look like, and I get it, like we all like to pose at our cats and dogs and, the stoners, iguanas, and for some reason, like even men and women, take pictures of themselves with a fish. I don't know why. Who cares? I mean, we have grocery stores now. We don't have to fish, I look at fishing like golfing. It is a way of getting away from your wife for a day. That's how I see it. I don't like so it's either you're slightly more active that you want to walk around with some clubs, or you're just that fucking lazy where you're like, fuck it, I have to sit in a boat around water, get shit faced, and try to catch a fish, to make up for the size of my dick. That's it. I mean, that's what it basically comes down to. So I don't know. And another woman here took a picture. Well, she didn't take a picture of herself, of course. That'd be normal. Took a picture of the Mona Lisa, and the Mona Lisa is holding a fat orange cat. I don't know why she bothered to write a bio, but let's read it anyway. Teach piano, work for international music competition as judge. Do charity concerts, read books, enjoy music and art galleries. Travel between cities. Okay, so unless this is Paula Abdul, I don't give a shit. I mean, this is like, again, if you could just put a real picture of yourself, I don't think I'm asking for much. I really don't. Just a simple picture. Maybe I'm asking for too much. I don't know. Another person came across here. Hi, I am and she put an emoji of a star. Okay. I mean, I'm just happy if she can spell star, but I mean, that's still up for debate here. I'm not single. I'm not taken. I'm simply on reserve for a man who deserves my love. Okay, let's dissect this. I'm not single. Okay, so that means she's seeing someone. I'm not taken. So she doesn't take the guy seriously, or this guy is really in the fucking dark. I'm simply on reserve. I don't know, all of a sudden she's the Marines. For a man who deserves my... And she put a little heart emoji. Again, I don't know, she either like forgets how to spell at the end of a sentence, or she doesn't know what a period is. Okay, so... Oh, there's more. Looking for a man who loves God. Okay. We're not even halfway through this. There's so many red flags. Maintains strong and positive relationships with others. I mean, I think there's a good chance that you do that as well. So, follow the leader, I guess. And is fulfilled in their own life when the right woman comes. She will only add to the joy and fulfillment he already has. Shit, there's more. Again, let me just say this. Again, lady, I don't know who you are, or I don't know if this is an advertisement for your OnlyFans, but if... I go out with you and I got to worry about, you technically not being taken, and you fucking the next guy and drowning him with emojis, then I think we're in trouble here. Only message me if you have pure intentions. Oh, the irony. I don't entertain coffee dates or Netflix and chill. Date me in an Asian restaurant for lunch, dinner. I let man take the lead in our first date. Emoji, wink face. I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but Kanye's fucked up. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, again, you know what? You could have just shortened this and say, listen, I may or may not be dating a simp. Simp? It's a simp, right? Yeah. Malaka. I'm looking for something better, and I love Chinese food. Listen, who doesn't? Who doesn't love, a little MSG in their life, okay? But at the same time, if you can pay for your own shit and, kind of square things with your guy and say, listen, this shit ain't working out, I think that'd be the best thing. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say it. She comes across as a real whore, and, all the best to her and her, God-seeking abilities. Oh, Jesus. Looking to find someone I vibe with. This is another person, by the way. This is there's more. I'm a positive person and am looking for same. Family and community is everything. I have a great career and spend my free time with volunteering, playing soccer, and dodgeball, and hanging with my dog. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say this again. To me, I don't like dogs. I don't. I'm not a big fan of dogs. I mean, I don't know if. I get why a lot of women have dogs. I think it's like a protection thing, to be honest, or maybe it's a companion thing. I think overall, and I'll get shit for saying this, of course. Surprise, surprise. I do believe that a lot of people get dogs simply because, like, they want someone in their life, but they don't want a kid. You know? So I think a dog is more controllable and probably cheaper, I'm assuming. You know, unless it's like a Lassie kind of dog, or, you know, because, you know, I mean, she seemed a little uppity. I assume Lassie was a girl, right? I mean, like Lassie is a girl's name, right? Like, oh, Lassie, oh, you know, that's my Irish or Scottish, I don't know which one. But yeah, no, I don't know. But again, if you take a picture, the main picture with your dog, and I don't know, like. Fine, whatever, but like if your dog is more in the picture than you are, then I don't know. I see that as a problem. Just saying. If I like you, I will let you use my Meta Quest and PS5, and might even let you play with my Lego. Okay, so, you know, there's nothing wrong with fucking nerds. I've done that many times. Now, she, instead of saying Legos, okay, which I would assume means, you know, Legos. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I grew up with Legos. I mean, they all looked like Simpsons characters. Now, I mean, they have like name a movie. They got all different kinds of Legos. It's pretty awesome. But she said, play with my Lego. Now we're all thinking it, right? Okay, so. But then again, it is 2025, and then, you know, women, you know, have the surgery. And listen, all I'm saying is a lot of things have to be more clear in this profile. And again, like I've said before, and I will say probably in the next 30 seconds, you have to, holy shit, look at this profile I just clicked on. This is a woman taking a picture. She seems really pissed, holding a baby. Okay, next. The point is, be very clear. I mean, really, to just, you know, fuck. The point is, just be very clear on what you like, and even be more clear, like, what Lego means. It could mean 2025, man. It means, you know, it could mean so many things. This other profile I saw, she's got a Canadian flag as an emoji. Okay, so it's either she's Canadian or looking for citizenship. I've come across many of those over the years. I like I think UNTYING. I think she means like, wait, Unity knots? The fuck is that? I don't know. See, again, it could be slang for something. I don't know. Sliding into a new lane as it branches off and sunlight. Okay, so she could be a poet. I don't like finding the corner of a fitted sheet, or washing a cheese grater. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. A lot of this doesn't make sense, but yeah, like, have you ever fucking tried washing a cheese grater? Honestly, I'm at the point in my life. I for years I've just been buying like already shredded cheese, and you know, I mean, maybe the brick cheese is a little bit cheaper, but not really. I mean, is it worth the effort? Like. Because then you spend your money on soap and it's whatever. I am a wonderful conversationalist and mediocre texter. Okay. She's dressed like, what do you call it? Like a belly dancer, sort of, you know, which is cool too. She's at the landing of the stairs. And not the best place to be dancing, but okay, maybe the lighting is good. I don't know. The point is, yeah, I don't know what the point of this one is. I mean, this one seems all right. I mean, she's a little all over the place, whatever. I'd like to know more about these knots, but again, I just buy shredded cheese. It's I don't know. I find it's a lot easier, but I don't know. She could be cool. But some people are right to the point here. They just like to write a list, like this person. I'm a little bit of everything rolled into one. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I don't feel ashamed. This sounds familiar to me. Yep, Meredith Brooks. Yep, that's okay. All right, so points, you know what? Sometimes in a profile, you just got to be funny. Is she serious? Who knows? But the point is, it's a good song. This other profile is, it's I don't think there's any songs in this one. No copyright issues here. Yes, I only have one picture, and that's because of all the scammers. Yes, I'm real and looking for the same in all aspects of a serious relationship. Not looking for any type of what you guys call, in quotations, fun. Not going to happen. Well, listen, I mean, I don't know, buying a donut is considered fun. I mean, not everything is about sex, lady. Jesus. But the point is, yes, you can feel the frustration on this one. Like I said, lots of profiles, lots of frustration. I'm not saying she's for sure frustrated. It just seems like it, But at the same time, I don't blame her. I don't blame her because you never know. Maybe people use your pictures as a scam for something else. Who knows? So again, you gotta, well, you don't have to, but yeah, you will. You do online dating long enough, you will. You'll get frustrated or start doing a shitty podcast. There's one woman here. Salute. And I just said local only. Je parle français STP. And then I just missed, I don't know what that means. And then I just said in Toronto and English only. The moral of the story here, ladies and gentlemen, is if you can speak English, that'd be great. And again, it depends where you're from, what country. I mean, some people speak multiple languages. I don't know why, But the point is, it helps if both people know the same language. So that's it. Another profile I came across here. What a waste of time and energy, those dating sites. Oh boy. Okay. So we have at least one thing in common. We are losing ourselves here and our values. Swiping can give us illusion that something better it is one tap away. Okay, the grammar needs a little work, but I get it. Lasting relationship comes from working through challenges, not from chasing perfection. And that's what most of us doing here. Contact me, please, only if you are not addicted yet to this modern dating. If you are that 1% on this site that is looking for something more meaningful than sex, that would be my pleasure to meet. I agree with the truck that just honked out there. Yes, that is, that's a good little honest profile. Again, like I said, the grammar, little thing there, judging by the name, I'm gonna, assuming, I'm gonna assume that English isn't their first language, but that's cool. I get it, But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, yes, honesty like this is always refreshing. Am I that 1%? Probably not. I'm too broken. I'm too broken. I can't do it. So, this one person I did end up talking to, he exchanged numbers, because, I don't know, probably, one out of what the guy said before. I said, or you mentioned in a past podcast, I did 1 in 200 swipes or something, so there you go. Hey, I just wanted to be honest with you about something. A close friend and I recently talked and realized there are feelings between us, and we've decided to see where that leads. It wasn't something I expected. but it feels right. I genuinely appreciated getting to know you. You're a great person. I've heard this before. And I wanted to share this with you rather than leave you wondering. Wishing you nothing but good things moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, this one woman here, I think I talked about her before, and I mean, she led me on for months, and she basically used like her kitchen as an excuse on not seeing me. Let me explain. So, I mean, I can't tell you how many pictures she would send me of her her under construction, kitchen. I think at one point she said she slept there, and it was a whole thing. I don't know what was going on. Maybe she was going through a divorce or some shit. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. So, and then you reappear, disappear, and I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, it didn't seem like it was going anywhere anyway. So, and then it got to a point where I deleted her number, and then she sent me this message. So, and I was just like, take care. That kitchen must be made of gold bricks. So I don't know what to tell you. And a lot of women do that. And I shouldn't just say just women, just guys, and any players out there. They really test the limits sometimes. They just want to see what else is out there, and okay, well, I could go see this guy, but he lives this far, but he does have a good job. This guy lives really close, but he still lives with his parents. So and again, like everyone try again, going back to the beginning of the podcast here, this is what a lot of people do. I mean, and this is like, a man is as faithful as his options. A woman is as faithful as his options. I mean, a fucking dog and cat is as faithful as their options. You know what I mean? So, they'll weigh it out. Again, I don't know what was going on in her personal life, or what the type of stove she was looking for, or if she's a gas or a glass countertop kind of person. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, it's not my concern anymore. So I wish her, her future lover, and her kitchen all the best. So, and then some people, and this is a sad thing, ladies and gentlemen, you do online dating long enough, and you talk to people, and sometimes it goes like this. You're like, hey, how's it going? Good, you? It's good, and how's online dating? It's bad for me, it's bad for you, it's, blah, 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 And then, I'll say, what are you looking for? And, then, she'll say, you met me before. And I go, really? In person? No. Anyways, you were pretty mean, so I rather not speak to you. Okay, and I go, all right, I'm sorry. Miss, I don't remember you. I don't remember what I said. Is there anything I could do to make it up to you? I feel bad. Now, in a way, I do feel bad, but in the same way, I have no idea who the fuck this person is. I'm just being honest. And this is what happens with online dating. You really, it's, yeah. Again, I don't want to look like a dick. I mean, more than I already have, but. Again, if I said something, my bad. I don't know what to tell you. So, it is what it is. But then she, disappeared there, and that's it. So yeah, I wish her and the kitchen lady all the best. And then, I know I'm trying to read my notes here. I see sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what I wrote here. This could be from a long time ago. Who knows? To be loved and go to church and make money. I asked the woman what makes her happy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what I'm talking about there. I think she said something about, she loves going to church and making money. So that's a good combo, you love God and you like to make money. So yeah. So, like a lot of my messages here, ladies and gentlemen, online dating can be very confusing. So I wish the kitchen lady, the woman who I somehow disrespected, and I don't remember, and the woman who goes to church and makes a lot of money. I wish all three of these women all the best. I really do. You know, I never did find out what I think either three of them made them happy. You know, one of them could be new appliances. One of them could be, I don't know, calling out the guy that was a dick to her. This woman, you know, being on her knees, but you know, not what you think. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, just try to be honest and try to be good with your emotions and fuck it. Anyways, this has been another, you know, holy sort of, you know, churchly episode of Computer Love, part 67.